Shalom, all praises go to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Wahar Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramab, and the Shalom to all the sisters Achim that are pushing this sincerity in the truth. I'm going to make a video on this thing about Russia sending in troops to Venezuela, That means things are getting serious down there, Because not all the news is coming out, We only hear what the media wants us to hear, Even though you have alternative news, it still doesn't really give you everything that's happening, All the dirty little secrets, that these countries have to basically topple other regimes, other democratic chosen leaders as well, So let me play this clip first. And she's a nice looking woman too, man. Nice. I like the dark hair and the tan. Now I see it ain't playing either, man. Come on. Now, in this video, it says that Russia's deploying troops in Venezuela. Right? Let's see. Bear with me for a minute. I hope the video plays. You can play. So yeah, it's not playing, man. But you could check it out yourself. Russia is sending in troops to Venezuela, and that's actually Bible prophecy, man. Because in Ezekiel 8:38, it talks about the countries being Magog being a hedge or a protective country to the weaker countries. All right, but let me start in Joel first. Okay, so this is let me see. It's Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You see, and that's what these other nations is doing right now. The weaker nations, they also are becoming strong by dealing with countries that have nuclear capability. So as soon as that's the case, they can basically build silos in your country and drop the bombs wherever they need to go, Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, So the country needs to, instead of investing in themselves, in their food and stuff like that, and infrastructure, they're investing in weapons, man. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. You see? So the Most High is going to bring judgment in the valley of Jehoshaphat, where that's actually the last place that Esau is trying to take down. But right there, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to make sure that they get destroyed, man. So, hey, I had a scripture on deck in my mind, man. I really had a scripture in my mind, but I forgot about it all of a sudden, man. Let me see. Joel, I had Ezekiel 38 as well. Let's read that then. Let me see. Ezekiel 38 and 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. You see, so Yahweh Shem Shai is not with these Russians neither, man. He's only with the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites. And I will turn thee back and say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army thine army horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with the swords of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. You see, so they're gonna have certain protective things in their country. They're gonna have certain weapons against Esau, man. A simple EMP would put the whole place flat in itself, man. You know, people bugging out as soon as they even leave their phone at home, man. So the generation we live in, man. This is verse 6. Gomer and all his bands, the house of the Garma and of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So that's what Russia is doing right now. What is he doing? He's sending troops to Venezuela, and that's Bible prophecy, man. You see, that's Bible prophecy. So the Most High, His word is coming out, man. It's coming out. What else did I have? I had another scripture, but I forgot where it is. I did forget where it is. I just don't know which scripture it was. I was thinking about. Yeah, the Joel about yeah, Ezekiel. That was it actually. I believe there was another scripture that I wanted to pull out, but I forgot about it, man. Then that's probably just the spirit, you know. Or this Isaiah, man. Oh yeah, I found it. I know which one. Isaiah 34:1, alright? Because Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna bring judgment. Alright, this is Isaiah 34:1. Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. You see? So the Most High's is indignation, his fiery fury is against all these nations, all these heathens, you know, and including us, man. A lot of our people need to be destroyed, need to be put to death in a violent way because they did wickedness, man. His fury upon all their enemies, he had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. You see. So the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, of his fury upon all their armies. You see, so all their armies are you're not supposed to be in the military, man, because you're not gonna come back. You know, that's why as Tawariya Bashar, of course, for guiding guiding us in this truth, man. You know, and he had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. You see, so their blood is gonna be upon them, basically. You know, but I'm not gonna go too long anymore because you know, Jacob's attention span is short, you know. So with that, I want to say, all praise go to the Most High, all Bashim Shai, Wa Rakakodash, and Shalom.